Hey landlords, how are you today? Wherever you are, from across Ontario, any town, little subdivision, city, wherever you are, I'm here to help you. My name's Paul Rouillard, Realtor, Property Manager, and Landlord Coach. So, listen, this is a very important video, just like all my videos here. Everything that I am putting together for all of you landlords is very important, and this is how we run our business every single day. And my new platform here for landlords is do it yourself. You can run this business completely yourself. We have some really neat packages to help you. And myself, I serve many landlords as a landlord coach. So I'm here for advice. You can call me, you can email me, you can text me, you can WhatsApp me, Facebook me, anything, any contact. I'm here to help you. This video, I got dozens more of these babies right here, and they're all going out next week. So super important. Our liability. Guys, listen, you know what? We don't get into this business to not protect our liabilities. We could lose everything, just in a little idiotic accident. You know, a fire breaks through in one of our units, one of our properties, and all it takes is just to have one of these not working. Or carbon monoxide, another very important factor. We have to get these into all of our properties. So this is just a reminder video because we're going to do it next week. And this time of year is the time that we always go into all of our properties. And we check all the smoke detectors, and we make sure that all the carbon monoxide detectors are all working as well. You know, our heat has been on for the past couple months. So, you know, now our furnaces, everything's kicking in. Our filters are starting to get clogged and starting to get dirty again. So it's very important to change these filters in all of our properties as well. Because if there's ever a fire and something happens, then our liabilities, we better make sure that all of us are 100% protected. Again, we didn't get into this business to put ourselves into danger for liabilities. So make sure these smoke detectors, I picked these up at Home Hardware. They're they're about $8.50. So they also have a battery in them. And these are great. We've been using these for a couple of years. I have no complaints. So a perfect review on these right here. I have no issues with these at all. And then same thing with these ones. These are about $35. Sometimes you get them on sale even cheaper. It's just a matter of shopping around for them. But yeah, so you can get these ones. These work great. I have no problems with them either. The only issues with both of these items is that tenants do take them off the walls and take them off the ceilings. It happened to me last night. I have an Airbnb unit that I own. I have a new guest moving in today. They're moving out tomorrow morning, new guest moving in tomorrow, and then another new guest moving in on Sunday. So I have cleaners and everything set up. But what they did, I just went in there, and the previous tenant, guest I should say, took it off the ceiling with the batteries out, right? So very important that you want to be checking these things on a monthly basis. At least send a message to your tenant to check them to make sure it's working good. That is going to cover you if anything ever happens. Same thing with the carbon monoxide. A lot of these tenants take them off the walls. And if they do that, you know, they're putting themselves in danger. Another thing I want to mention is for all the multi-unit buildings, we go through all kinds of them, and I see it. I seen it just a couple weeks ago. I walked into a building, I think it was like 15 units or something like that. And I walked through it with the landlord. The landlord came down from Toronto. The first thing that I look at is I look at these things. I look at the fire extinguishers. I look at the labels on them because there's going to be two different labels on these fire extinguishers. One is your yearly check, which you have to get done. And the other one is your monthly check to make sure that your fire extinguishers are working properly. And also your pull stations, you have to be checking these things too. So if you have a multi-unit, make sure that you're doing this right. We can help you out with this because we do it all the time. And your batteries. So if you're going in to check your smoke detectors, if they're working good, there's going to be a date on them. If they're older than 10 years, throw them out, get them out of there. The cost of $8.50, it's really, you know, not that much to make sure that they work. But if they are good and they're within the 10-year range, no matter what, change the batteries. Get rid of that battery, throw it out. And anytime you buy these and you do this, you want to document that you've done this. So for you as a landlord, we have different procedures in place here, but for you as a landlord, make sure that you keep your receipts. What I really do suggest is you take that receipt, you take a picture of it with your cell phone, and you email it to yourself on the date that you did your install on these. So that way you can always go back and you have, something right there. So that way, if something ever does happen, then you can look back and say that you did it. It's also a good idea to have your tenant sign off that you did it as well. So that's going to cover you. Okay, so this is very important information. Make sure you do this. Landlord is going to cover you big time, big time. And that's it for this video. Check out my other videos, some more important stuff there. Today is the 6th of December, and by now you should have all collected your rent. And if you didn't, guess what? Watch my other video for the N4, because that's very important. You want to make sure you get the N4s out on your properties no later than the second, third, fourth day of every single month. It's very important. Not going to go back into detail on that, but watch that video. It's there. And again, everybody, my name is Paul Rouillard. I'm a realtor, I'm a property manager, and I'm a landlord coach. And I'm here to help every single landlord in Ontario if you have a property here. So whether you're buying, you're trying to get to that next property, I got some really neat things that I work with landlords. I'm a tough negotiator. I know how to negotiate these deals. I go through properties all the time. In fact, yesterday I sold a property. I closed it probably around 11 p.m. at night. I had buyers from outside of Toronto who wanted me to get down there, take a look for them. I did a video for them and I posted it. And I ended up having 4 offers on this property last night. It was listed at $149,000. It ended up selling for $185,000, and I listed it literally 48 hours ago, which is pretty awesome. So there's some really neat ways of selling these income properties. And if you know what you're talking about, you know the business, you know the tenancy act, you know all of that, then you can play a little bit harder and find ways of making better deals. And it's all a matter of taking the situation and finding a strategy so that way everybody wins. Because no matter what, in negotiation, if everybody wins, everyone's happy and we close a lot more deals a lot faster and for more money. So thanks everyone, appreciate it, and happy landlording, okay?